In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on February 26, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. South Carolina versus Alabama. The number 25 Alabama Crimson Tide will host the South Carolina Gamecocks today in a Southeastern Conference matchup. South Carolina is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games. Alabama is 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 home games against a team with a losing road record. The over is 7-1 in South Carolina's last 8 games overall. The over is 4-1 in South Carolina's last 5 games following a straight-up win. Alabama is 1-10 in their last 11 home games. Alabama is a better team when they are an underdog, but as a favorite, they have only covered the spread in 1 of their last 15 games. South Carolina is playing some of its best basketball of the season right now, having covered the spread in their previous 5 games, winning 3 of those games outright as an underdog. Alabama has struggled to cover the spreads at home, and it's going to be no different in this game against a South Carolina team that is good. The Crimson Tide's defense isn't good, and South Carolina is going to attack that. South Carolina to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Expect to see a track meet today with a lot of scoring opportunities on both sides. Alabama is 16th in the nation in adjusted tempo and has an 18-10 over-under record this season. South Carolina is 56th in the nation in adjusted tempo and has played to the over in 7 of their last 8 games, including their last 5 games overall. The Gamecocks are averaging 70.2 points per game and 65.9 points per game on the road. They averaged 75.3 points per game in their last 3 games against the Crimson Tide, with Alabama giving up 71.3 points per game at home. The Gamecocks will go over their average in this game. The Crimson Tide are averaging 80.2 points per game and 78.6 points per game at home. They averaged 79.6 points per game in their last 3 games against the Gamecocks. Even though South Carolina is giving up 69.9 points per game on the road, the Crimson Tide will score enough points to push the score. The Crimson Tide and Gamecocks played over the total in their last 2 meetings, so over the projected total is our full game total pick. Duke versus Syracuse. The Duke Blue Devils stay on the road for a head-to-head showdown with the Syracuse Orange today. Duke avenged their loss to Virginia in Charlottesville on Wednesday in a game where they failed to cover as 5.5 points favorites. Syracuse failed to cover in their last outing as well, which resulted in them getting blown out by 10 points in a meeting with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Duke Blue Devils have covered the spread in 4 out of the last 5 when playing against Syracuse. In the first meeting between the two on January 22nd, Duke easily defeated Syracuse 79-69 and covered the spread as 11-point home chalk. Syracuse is giving up too much on defense, as it has coveted 2-3 zone is being beaten to the tune of 74 points per game. The Orange are playing without their leading rim protector Jesse Edwards, who averaged 2.8 blocked shots per contest, and on offense was one of 5 players averaging double figures in scoring at 12 points per game. Duke will take advantage of a below-par Syracuse defense, as the Blue Devils are averaging 79.5 points per game, which is 21st in the country, and are shooting very well from long range, hitting 36.8% of their shots from behind the 3-point line. The Duke Blue Devils to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The total has finished over in 5 of the last 7 games played between Duke and Syracuse, and in 4 of the last 5 played at the Carrier Dome between the Orange and the Blue Devils. Duke is scoring an average of 79.5 points per game, which is 21st in the nation, and the Syracuse defense is allowing an average of 74 points per game. Syracuse has an above-average offense as well, scoring 77 points per game. Duke hasn't been an easy team to get buckets against in their ongoing 5-game run, but Syracuse has been an offensive monster when playing playing in their home building. They're averaging 84.7 points per game and facing a Duke team that has been a bit up and down defensively. No, they aren't scoring 80-plus points against the Blue Devils, but they do have the offensive firepower to at least keep it interesting from the standpoint of a mere spectacle. There will be much more scoring in this meeting than the previous one at Duke. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Tech versus TCU. The Texas Tech Red Raiders will travel to play the TCU Horned Frogs in a Big 12 game. The Texas Tech Red Raiders come into this matchup with an overall record of 22-6. On the season, the Red Raiders have performed well in their 15 conference games, posting a record of 11-4. This mark is good for second in the Big 12. Even though Texas Tech has performed well in Big 12 action, they still have a below .500 record on the road. So far, the Red Raiders are 5-6 away from home. The TCU Horned Frogs get set to host the Red Raiders with an overall record of 17-9. On the season, the Horned Frogs have performed well in their 14 conference games, posting a record of 6-8. This mark is good for fourth in the Big 12. In addition to playing well in the Big 12, TCU has performed well at home. Through 14 games, the Horned Frogs are 10-4 on their home court. In their past 5 contests, the team has gone just 1-4. Texas Tech is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 Saturday games and 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 road games. The under is 7-1 in Texas Tech's last 8 road games. TCU is 13-5-3 against the spread in their last 21 games and 10-22-2 against the spread in their last 34 home games. The over is 5-1 in TCU's last 6 home games. The home team is 4-0 against the spread in these two teams' last 4 head-to-head meetings. TCU has struggled in conference play, but is still fighting to get into the NCAA tournament. Texas Tech has had a very solid season and is ranked number 9 in the nation. Texas Tech plays elite defense and is going to give TCU all kinds of trouble. TCU is going to have to watch their turnovers, which killed them against Texas. TCU to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Horned Frogs are likely to struggle on offense versus a tough Red Raiders defense. On the season, TCU is hitting just 30% of their three-point shots, ranking 329th in college basketball. Even though they are slightly better inside the arc, they will be facing a Texas Tech unit holding teams to just 43.5% shooting on 2-point field goal attempts. These two teams will start slow and force the other team to take shots that they aren't comfortable with. I also don't see either team rushing up the court. The Red Raiders have the 213th lowest adjusted tempo rating in the country, according to Ken Palm. The Horned Frogs aren't much better, as they are considered to have the 249th lowest adjusted tempo rating. Both of these teams will take their time bringing the ball up the court, attempting to limit the number of shots that the other team will take. I also see the Red Raiders doing a better job than TCU. They will be able to efficiently score enough points to win, but the Horned Frogs won't score enough points to push this total over. So over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.